очень интересно. Такое же громкое. Так, сейчас. Ой, СС. А, нет. Спасибо. Кстати, да. Проверяем чатик. Чатик работает. Ну, мультичат, естественно. Так-то чатик работает. О, все, заебись, работает. Ну какая же громкая игра. Лангваги. Russian. Звук.
I need healing.
А ты за кого будешь?
Я за снайпера.
Угу. Понятно. Не, пусть будет в окне без рамки. Настройки. Пусть будет средний пока что. Пусть будет средний. Пока вот так. Так, а я за кого хочу? Ой, сестра битвы добавлена. А, закрыто. Понятно. Спасибо. Так, интересно. А что меняется в зависимости от адепта? Я ничего не понимаю, если честно.
У тебя оружие меняется.
Угу. Блин, почему сестра битвы закрыта? Чё? Так у меня открыт Сороритас, нет? Ля! Короче, есть класс сестра битвы. Оказывается. Но она закрыта, нужно DLC дополнительно покупать. Так, это получается у нее болт-ган. Точнее, пистолет. А, это облачение. Все, я понял, это описание, типа, что за хуйня. Подожди, а ты кого взял?
Ассасина.
С ассасина? Чё? Типа с двумя руками? А как крутить? Я хочу крутить. А, меч и психосиловой жезл, ёб твою налево, блядь. Доспех пленника варпа. Эфирного странника. Империя. Бля, ты какого ассасина взял? Второго? Среднего, который? Диверсантка?
Я первого самого взял.
Снайпера, что ли?
Да.
Тю, бля. Че, может, до крестоносца какой-нибудь взять? Тяжелый стрелок. Дробовик и лазган. Ебать, конечно, нахуй. Сейчас я вам... О, у меня будет персонаж называться Крестный Дрейк. Ресурс концентрации, специалист по тяжелому оружию, силовой доспех.
Блядь, где это находится этот ссаный вокс-подавитель?
Ебать, ща разнос начнется. Так, а чё, как начать-то? Я прочитал
Начинаешь игру,
следующее.
тебя проводят обучение, блядь. Я
А
не
как
могу найти
начать?
ссаный вокс. А мне не просила электронную почту, кстати.
Угу. А, во, играть. Все.
Блядь, где этот вокс-подавитель, сука?
Inquisitor's log. Classified report. Scheduled for later transmission. I am closing on the source of the inquisitorial distress signal I was assigned to investigate. The coordinates I received from the Caligari Conclave led me to a desolate system. There were many delays during the journey. The intensity of the Caligari warp surges is beyond anything I've experienced. These anomalies are spreading through the subsector like a tidal wave. The distress signal has an ancient encryption used by the Holy Orders. It is authentic, but extremely old. The signal is coming from a battered fortress monastery that was likely spat from the warp when the tide of the surges swept through the sector. There is no response to our hailing signals.
Inquisitor, this is your captain speaking. I'm still trying to hail the monastery, but I get no response.
The hull looks intact, though. I think it was simply abandoned a very long time ago.
Then what do you expect to find over there?
Something that once belonged to the Inquisition. And lots of empty holes.
Sounds exciting. I've instructed your pilots to land on the hangar deck.
Stand by and wait for my signal.
Inquisitor, the automatic defense system has been activated. The turrets are attacking you. Do you...
Неплохо. Кстати, мне понравился этот ролик.
А я его скипнул.
Блядь, ты чё творишь, изверг? Warhammer без роликов, это что? Это не Warhammer.
Это игра.
Не Warhammer.
Captain, do you copy? Captain Van Winter, can you hear me? Strange. Vox communication is jammed and I can't use my teleporter device. Something must be disturbing my signal. I will record everything in my audio log, in case I don't return. Inquisitorial log, new entry. While attempting to dock in the hangar of an unknown fortress monastery, my transport took heavy fire. I suspect that the automatic weapon systems were activated, but I don't yet know why.
Блять.
The transport has been destroyed, along with my
Ладно,
equipment.
придется так.
My pilot is dead. I will pray for him later. Interesting. Mindless servitors were created for menial tasks, but having a flesh drone just for operating the door seems excessive. Open the door!
Бля, слушай, а мне нравится. Выглядит круто. Угу. Опа. Сейчас я пройду обучалку.
An ancient cogitator.
Не парься, я ищу ссаный, блядь, вокс-подавитель.
Нихуя непонятно, но очень интересно.
New log entry. I have found some human remains. The time of death seems recent. I don't like the look of the marks on the bodies. Something killed them with mindless brutality.
Так, наверное, все-таки графику можно поставить на высокую.
У меня очень высоко стоит вообще.
Ну, ты не забывай, что у меня еще стрим.
Игра ж нихуя толком не грузит. Комп.
96 FPS.
Oh, yes.
Оу, yes.
Perfect weapon to deliver the Emperor's
For the
justice.
Emperor. Все, сейчас будет. Ебашилова. Здорово,
Creature of
могила.
chaos. Can you withstand my
Нижнего
faith?
Тагила.
An ancient imperial ship infested by chaos. So be it.
Очистим же
Let's
его от
cleanse the
скверны.
taint then.
Во, у меня на тап переключение. Заебса.
New log entry. I have found a room tainted by the filth of chaos. There is also a tech priest maintenance shrine with a functioning cogitator. It could contain information on how I could turn off the Vox jammer. I've found new information. There is an emergency cogitator nearby where I could turn off the jamming signals. Open the door!
It is in the walls now. Everywhere. Taint. In the machines.
By the Emperor! What foul abomination is this? Talking servitor. It might be mind-locked, but this is still unusual. Well met, heretics. It is time for you to die.
Such a fine trophy. Off with the head.
Наверное, на средний поставлю все-таки.
Finally. That's the cogitator that will disable the jammer. I couldn't turn off the teleportation jammer, but the Vox should be fine now. Captain Van Winter, can you hear me?
Inquisitor, finally. I thought we'd lost you.
It would have been quite convenient for you, I suppose.
Trust me, I'm on your side. I'm not saying I don't want my ship back, but who would clear my name if you died in battle?
Your loyalty is quite admirable, Captain.
Все? Обучение пройдено?
Нет, это
Это только это началось?
только
да?
начало.
Опять спать лягу.
Our Argos have picked up a Vox signal not far from your location. It is transmitting on an Imperial channel. It could be important.
I'm on my way there.
Так, сейчас. Едем в соседнее село. Да? Кто там? Тук-тук.
By the Emperor.
What have you found down there, Inquisitor?
Some unlucky members of an Imperial retinue. This is a shrine dedicated to the ruinous powers. Somebody really wants his dark wishes to be fulfilled.
In other words, there's something on that ship that requires human sacrifice. Wonderful.
Loading. Yes, a grenade. Enemies of the Emperor, I'll blast you to smithereens.
Чё, у них хуйня какая-то случилась, они об этом знали, но они не стали просить помощи? Дураки,
A
что ли?
proper welcome committee at last. That grenade could be useful now.
You cannot hurt me. You need mortal.
Ёб твою налево. Что-то нашел там? Что искал?
Я уже давно на третьей стадии.
I have found a corpse of an Imperial soldier. I'll take his data slate. It could contain a recording that could shed some light on what happened here.
Какая-то лютая хуйня здесь творится, как говорится.
Off with your head. Made for the chaos war.
Очень понимаешь, что здесь происходит?
Вообще нихуя, я хожу, стреляю,
Come
все.
at me, creatures! Come at me!
Жесть какая-то творится. Слово тварь.
Ой,
Ворь.
ой.
Бля. Плазменный пистолет. Меч, что ли, попробовать, чисто ради интереса. А, это двуручник, ёб твою налево. Подожди, а если... О, ебать. Короче, прикинь. Бля.
Че?
Короче. Ебать, тут столько лута надо будет. Столько стандартных улучшений для этого. Ну ты понял, короче. Блять. Жесткая шляпа. Для снаряги. Тут для каждого оружия свое улучшение, короче, можно ставить. Ебать. Я с щитом и пистолетом.
Team Sigma.
А тут есть
This is
вообще
Chaos
инвентарь?
Thorn speaking. Team Sigma, come in.
I'm afraid Team Sigma won't be responding anytime soon.
What? Who are you, and what are you doing there? Taking a stroll on the decks? By the Emperor!
Mind your manners. I am an Inquisitor, and I don't tolerate...
An Inquisitor? About bloody time. I thought your lot had followed Lord Klosterheim into the Dark Zone. Listen, we're under heavy attack in the control room, so I'd appreciate it if you could join us while we deliver the Emperor's will until our most triumphant death. Thorn out.
Бля, какой
New
хрен
log
делает?
entry. I established connection with someone from an Imperial expedition on the ship, but he is clearly confusing me with someone else.
Мы всю эту кампанию должны пройти сейчас?
Походу.
Сейчас я этих ваших
It's Thorn
чемпионов
again.
наебеню.
Another wave of filth is on its way to face me in a glorious carnage. I want your help as soon as possible.
Careful, Thorn. That was dangerously close to insolence. And you are definitely confusing me with someone else.
You are an Inquisitor, which is enough for me right now. The whole deck is swarming with the local mongrel tribes, and they've sent their champions to rally the troops. I need you to...
So you're heading to the control room to disable the jammer?
That's the plan, yes.
And who is this Caius Thorn exactly?
Quite a character. Otherwise, I have no idea. He seems to think that I am a member of his mysterious expedition.
If there is an expedition, they might be trapped in that monastery just like you.
Why do you think so?
I made a scan. That giant wreckage looks completely dead from here. No sign of any other voidcraft in the vicinity.
Recoil, unclean! The first tribal champion. I wonder if these mongrel tribes are the descendants of the original inhabitants. I guess I'll know more soon.
Не часового.
Unleash death.
Thorn here. How are you faring, Inquisitor?
Considering that I'm alone, I'd say that I'm making adequate progress.
Alone? Where's the rest of your detachment?
Under some smoldering wreckage.
Well, that's unlucky. But that's all the more demons for us to kill. Let us rejoice in the furious challenge. Thorn out.
Не, игрушка прикольная. Мне нравится. А тебе как, Диман?
Ну, не знаю. Специфичная игра.
Ты же заебись.
Kill the heretic!
The filth of chaos has retreated from my door. Regrouping, I'd say. I take it you killed the tribal champions.
Yes, I purged the place.
How ambitious! I like that. But believe me, there is still much work to be done. You'll find a desecrated shrine next door that leads to the control room. Go there.
Thorn, I've reached the end of this subdeck.
Good. There is the exit. Some of my men will meet you on the other side, but plenty of them have been captured. I'll need your help to set them free. This is just the calm before the storm. Take advantage of the respite before the wretches return. At least I can send you some reinforcements. The hostiles are keeping some of my scouts caged up in the desecrated sanctum. Free the guardsmen and bring them to the control room.
Reporting for duty, Inquisitor. Ready to fight!
New log
Имперские
entry.
гвардейцы будут
I'm
дохнуть
entering
в
the
муке.
sanctum of the deck. It clearly used to be an imperial chapel, but the statues there are not familiar. When did this sacred fortress drift away from the light of the God Emperor?
Move! Move! Loading! At your command! Honor me with your suffering! At your command.
Жойска.
Charge, I say.
Ого.
Что там, пизда начинается?
Не, я просто тут костюмчик подобрал. А. Меня.
We don't have much time, Inquisitor. Hurry up and take as many guardsmen with you as you can.
Let me taste your flesh.
Recoil, unclean.
For the Emperor. At your command.
Reporting for duty, Inquisitor. How can we serve you, Inquisitor?
О, боссик.
At your command.
А у тебя что ульта делает?
У меня урон по площади. Ульта это же на это?
Ну да.
На ПКМ? Или какая ульта?
На 4.
А, у меня клонов вызывает. Я сейчас шмотку сменил, у меня вместо клонов теперь невидимость.
How
Да
can we
клонов
serve you,
обратно, блядь.
Inquisitor? Reporting for duty,
У
Inquisitor.
меня тоже разный. Один прыжок, другая это.
Humans are banging their war drums, calling up the filth
Ракетница.
of chaos from the caverns of the ship. If you want to know what a real battle looks like, I suggest you join me
Я,
as soon
по-моему,
as
все
you can.
прошел.
Ready
Игра
to fight.
пройдена, можно удалять.
Заебись сказано.
You cannot hurt me.
Kill the heretic.
For the Emperor. Ready to fight.
Ох, нихуя тут планет. О, найти игрока. А, получается 5-й уровень, там все. После 5-го уровня можно уже в сеть.
Угу. Я не хочу гранатки менять. Пусть гранатки у меня остаются. Мне нравятся гранатки.
At your command.
Inquisitor, our Argos are starting to pick up huge waves of hostiles approaching your position. Can you hold them off on your own?
Captain, a long time ago I made an oath to protect the Imperium with no
ты еще на
regard for my
четвертом.
own life. Do you want to question my
Уровне.
dedication?
So what is your plan?
My faith in the Emperor will protect me from the faithless. I was also planning to blast through the unclean with the devastating force of my weaponry.
I'll have the transport ship ready,
Ой.
just in case.
Пятый это босс, я так понимаю, да?
5-й, да, босс. Ты сначала 3 волны защищаешь, после этого пойдешь босса бить. Пиздец, космический замок, я в ахуе. Размер земли, блин.
Пока не буду ничего качать.
Хорн.
Хорн?
Хорн. Это один из типов врагов.
Welcome to the Martyr, Inquisitor. Not exactly the army I imagined, but reinforcements at last.
So, you do realize now that I don't belong to your expedition.
I do, and I regret the confusion. We were not expecting any guests on this Emperor-forsaken wreck. And first I thought that you must belong to Klosterheim's retinue. That fool brought a whole army of busybodies and interrogators with him.
You must tell me everything about this man, his expedition, and the Martyr. But first, I'll disable the teleport jammer.
The cogitator that overrides the jammer is 2 hallways away, and the whole control deck is swarming with feral tribes. Why do you think I'm stuck in this hole? They're keeping us pinned down in here.
Time to turn the tide together, Sergeant.
Inquisitor, we have a problem.
Now is not a good time.
Ready to fight.
Let's take a look at this cogitator.
Хорн, мятежные гвардейцы, Аэльдари.
Эйдар? Эльдар?
Аэльдари.
Ой, нет.
Тиранид. Носитель слов Вангард. Тиранид. Демоны Нургла. Авангард чумы. Друкхари. Вот какие тут есть. Прикинь, мне только что с Твича пришло оповещение, то, что ты запустил стрим. И стрим уже идет давно. Почти час.
records are disturbing. This martyr has a mind of its own.
Обладает собственным разумом. Представляешь?
Угу.
Правильно, ебашьте их.
Now you'll pay, scum!
Well then, that was a pleasant warm-up, wasn't it? But Inquisitor, I'm sure they will drag their filthy god here to help them out.
Their what?
We interrogated some of these tribesmen. They are all descendants of the original
ССС,
crew.
Triple S класс
During
Гача
centuries
Хантера.
of drifting through the void,
Манга
their
называется.
generations forgot about our holy emperor and found new things to worship.
And what would this god be?
Madness incarnate,
James
they
Bond.
call it. It could be anything, if you ask me, but nothing good.
Inquisitor, listen to me. The monastery is...
I'm in the middle of something. Later.
Perish, filth! For the Emperor!
Фу, блядь.
Да будь
Блядь.
здоров.
Спасибо.
Спасибо.
Now you'll pay, scum!
Die! Die!
Тяжелый огнемет. Нахуй все.
For the Emperor!
Дали тяжелый огнемет в руки. Пизда вам, ребята.
Я долбоёб, не похуй.
At your command. For the Emperor!
Onward! Don't linger, guardsmen!
Oh, the thundering blast of weapons. I wish my brothers were here to hear this canticle of death.
Talking about brothers. Which chapter do you belong to? I'm not familiar with this iconography.
I am Sergeant Caius Thorm of the Stormwatcher Space Marines.
Explain. I don't know that chapter.
I would be truly disappointed if you did. Our existence is secret, our numbers are few, and our burden is terrible. We are the Watchers in the shadows, but rest assured, we are the sanctioned blades of the Calgary Conclave.
Doing what, exactly?
Dying gloriously during classified inquisitorial missions. Could we talk about this later?
At your command!
Inquisitor, the monastery shows signs of...
Not now!
For the Emperor! Take it like a man, guardsman!
Die, heretic!
Чё-то как... Блядь. Ладно. Я случайно нажал заново, я хотел нажать настройки. Сука.
Косяк, ой, косяк,
Ну
блядь.
ладно, ну бывает. Ну чё ты сразу, а? Настройки. Что-то при большом количестве этих вражин у меня прямо это... Кстати, я думал, что огнемет пизже. А он так. Ну, не сказал бы, что совсем говно.
Well,
Inquisitor, We have a problem.
Now is not a good time.
At your command.
Let's take a look at these records.
Onwards! Don't linger, guardsmen! For the Emperor! Burn! Burn!
Well then, that was...
Inquisitor, listen to me. The monastery is...
I'm in the middle of something. Later.
Take it like a man, guardsman. Ready to fight. Honor me with your suffering. For the Emperor! For the Emperor! For the Emperor! For the Emperor! Die! Ready to fight!
Oh, the thundering blast of...
Inquisitor, the monastery shows signs of...
Not now.
Now you're for the Emperor! For the Emperor! Take it like a man, guardsman! Onwards! Don't linger, guardsmen! At your command. Take it like a man, guardsman.
Die, unclean.
For the Emperor. Die, maggots, die! Now you'll pay, scum! Now you'll pay, scum! For the Emperor! Ready to fight!
You are truly doing the Emperor's work, Inquisitor. Keep it up. We've crushed their main forces. Let's move out and disable that jammer.
Before their god arrives?
Trust me, it is already close. I wonder what it looks like.
After we have disabled the jammer, we must find Lord Klosterheim.
Oh, yes, that two-faced hypocrite. I have already lost a battle brother because of him, and then he left me down here to die. But now, move!
Puny. Kill the heretic! Ready to fight!
Я себе турель могу ставить теперь.
Да. И мины.
Мин? Нет, я имею в виду...
А, по навыкам?
Да. Непонятно, что дает.
Oh, traitorous scum! Mockery to your honor! Perish, you filth! Ah!
Onwards! Don't linger, guardsmen!
Серьезно?
Inquisitor, what's happening down there? Are you all right?
I'm great. I've just killed a hell brute, a twisted mockery of a space marine. Praise the Emperor. I also have an Imperial space marine with grievous wounds, and I want to bring him aboard our ship.
Inquisitor, listen to me. The monastery has turned on the warp drives and is ready to leave the star system. Disable the jammer now.
At your command!
Loading.
I've disabled the teleport jammer. At least I hope so.
Inquisitor, you must teleport back before the ship leaves. We don't know where it's headed, and worse, the Jella shields are probably compromised. Warp travel will kill you. Hurry up, you don't want to get stranded over there.
Inquisitor, are you all right?
I'm fine, Captain. I'm back on your ship, leaving the teleportarium as we speak. I need medical assistance down here for the Space Marine. What is happening to the Martyr?
It's preparing to enter the warp. I thought it was a derelict.
It is a derelict, Captain, which seems to attract the attention of both our allies and enemies. The Martyr is a mystery, but it is very much alive.
And your mystery ship is gone. What happens now?
I will notify the Caligari Conclave. Then we will wait and see.
Inquisitor, my astropath has sent your audio log to the Caligari Conclave, as you requested.
Let me guess. Another local warp surge manifestation swallowed the message whole.
No, actually. We have received an official follow-up on your report.
That must be a mistake. It's the Imperial bureaucracy. I wasn't expecting to hear from them for a few standard years.
I have no idea what we found out there, but it must be really important. See for yourself.
Inquisitor, we are raising your clearance level. You are henceforth authorized to listen to confidential information without facing immediate excommunication. Your discovery has greatly intrigued the Conclave. You have found a ghost of the past, Inquisitor. The Martyr had strong ties to the Inquisition, and as such, it is very important to us. We all thought that the Fortress Monastery had been destroyed, with the exception of Lord Inquisitor Klosterheim. He dedicated his life to finding the Martyr, only to disappear without a trace. And now, you have proof of both the existence of the Martyr and the whereabouts of Lord Klosterheim. We want answers. Continue this investigation. Evaluate the data. Gather new clues and find the martyr. Hopefully with Lord Klosterheim on board so he can explain his disappearance. We must remind you that this investigation requires absolute secrecy, and it will be your task, and your task alone.
Our task is to find a ghost ship in the vast expanses of the Imperium. How hard could it be?
The Space Marine I rescued was part of the expedition that found the Martyr somehow. If I can interrogate him, I'm sure he can help us.
That man is in stasis at the moment. He was torn into pieces. Correct me if I'm wrong, but a warrior of the Adeptus Astartes is not a simple mortal we can treat.
Indeed. We need a tech priest with unique skills and knowledge of the genetic material of the Adeptus Astartes. We need a Magos Biologus specialist, which could be difficult.
I come from a long line of rogue traders, Inquisitor. I know the secrets of this sector, and I can tell you where to find the tech priest you need. The Merciful Agony is a hospital fortress in the Chernobog system. It's also a secret research station of the Adeptus Mechanicus. You'll find a Magos Biologus there.
А у тебя какой ник?
Как всегда.
Отправил. Как пригласить?
Может, какое-то надо дело взять и после этого идти? Через Steam я не могу подключиться.
Я тоже.
Допустим, давай вот это возьмем.
This is Meta Surgeon Agrippa 723 Theta speaking. How can I assist you, Inquisitor? Your request cannot be granted. I suggest that you seek medical assistance elsewhere.
Они, привет.
Allow me to clarify. The Magos Biologus with the required skill set is unavailable. Current status. Assigned to priority level research for atonement and gathering of sacred data. Our brethren have been studying an epidemic on the St. Abelard relay station. We lost contact with the station recently.
Какие дела, Мони? Рассказывай. Ты играешь уже, что ли?
Ну, я сейчас что-то делаю.
Ты по карте летаешь, типа?
Блять, я хуй его знает, как подключиться. Ты нашел, как подключиться? Я тоже нет.
Наверное, миссию начать надо, а потом приглашать. Сейчас попробуем. Странно.
А потом окажется, что это игра соло.
Ну, там же написано кооп.
Inquisitor, the epidemic that spread through the relay station was just the prelude to a full-scale chaos infestation. The Void Station is in total lockdown until the decontamination teams and the Imperial Guard troops arrive, and that could take time.
Quarantine doesn't concern me, Captain. Think of me as decontamination crew and support team in one.
Do you really believe that the Magos Biologus you seek is there, alive?
There are still people on the station. Metrodora Thelema is a sacred priest of the Omnissiah. I believe she can take care of herself.
Чё-то не. Так, а ты посмотри, у тебя не заблокировано приглашение?
Где?
Ну, где-нибудь.
Взор вместе, клерика. Нет, вообще ничего.
Who are you, Thorn? You and your mysterious storm watchers. We will make you whole again. I have questions for you.
Не. Изобразение. Персонаж.
Почему не могу тебя пригласить? Мне интересно.
Надо в Ютубе подглядеть. Ладно, пойду я тогда отдыхать, а ты там посмотришь в Ютубе. Ну или я перед тем, как лягу поспать, я поищу в Ютубе как.
Окей.
И порешаем.
From now on, I will need you on the bridge, Astropath. Connect to your fellow Astropaths in the choir of the Caligari Conclave, and pass me the messages which deal with priority assignments.
As you wish, Inquisitor.
Тофнулся. А мы тогда продолжаем дальше играть. Оло. Да я уже понял. Возможно, возможно. Да, окей. Ты там посмотри, как это совместно играть.
Inquisitor, the epidemic that spread through the relay station was just the prelude to a...
Давай. Блять, телефон уронил. И целый роль. Пароль.
Reloading.
Inquisitor, if you don't mind me asking, why are you so sure this Caius Thorn could help your investigation?
He is a space marine, a legendary defender of the Imperium. It makes him the most important member of Klosterheim's retinue. Even if their relationship was as strained as it seems, he must have been very close to the Lord Inquisitor. He could have knowledge of important details.
Inquisitor, I have completed the task you gave me. There is no trace of the Martyr anywhere in the logbooks of my ship. This ship is ancient and has traveled everywhere in the sector, and still, nothing.
I suspected that much. It was worth a try.
I wish I had the treasured logbook of my rogue trader clan. It has been in the possession of my family since my ancestor received the warrant of trade.
What happened to that logbook?
It has disappeared when the Inquisitorial Purge destroyed the clan headquarters.
It is indeed quite unfortunate, Captain.
неплохо. Дело пахнет керосином.
Inquisitor, our Arga readings have suddenly spiked to alarming levels. You've reached the center of the chaos infestation. Stay alert.
For the Emperor!
You're in the archives, Inquisitor. Try to find a cogitator that can grant you access to the data vaults.
This is the central cogitator of the station. If this Magos Biologus tried to send a report to her superiors, it must be logged here. I missed the Magos Biologus on the station. I logged the 3 potential destinations where I could find her. I hope she's worth all this trouble. Reloading. Remarkable. A soul-bound warp creature protects the chest. Most remarkable. Reloading. Be gone, demon. Let's see what's so important in the chest.
Перманент мощь. А как распылять? Игрушка прикольная, мне нравится.
Inquisitor, according to the coordinates you found, this area is one of the potential locations where your Magos Biologus could be. And it seems you've also got company. Inquisitor, we have received a distress call from a rogue trader in orbit. His transport crew on the ground was attacked by hostiles while moving important supply rates to the local administratum cloisters. They humbly ask you to secure the cargo before the cultists return for the goods.
the supplies.
We'll remove the cargo from the area, but it will take some time. The sensors located several cultist troops approaching your location. Get ready to defend the supplies.
Exterminated. The cargo is safe.
Praise the Emperor. We'll take over from here and get them to the rogue trader. You can proceed with your mission, Inquisitor.
Captain, Metrodor Thelema is definitely not here.
That's quite unfortunate, Inquisitor.
At least I've eliminated the local threat, so this whole journey hasn't been a complete waste of my time.
We have 2 other sets of coordinates. Maybe you'll find her on the next world.
Loading. Meet for the chaos more.
Ну, 2 часика постримили на сегодня, пока хватит. Ну, можно и сейчас вечером, скорее всего. Может быть, еще будет стрим, но не знаю точно. Поэтому будем смотреть. Так, игрушка прикольная. Мне нравится.
Void Ship Control Unit 11 Kappa. I requested transport to the last known coordinates of my retinue. What is this place?
Clarification. You have reached the closest accessible location to your biovassals. Target zone is under quarantine protocols.
Deficient analysis on account of a previous Tyranid infestation. The entire world is under standard Imperial quarantine. But my Inquisitorial decree nullifies the order.
Complementary data. This area is under Code Vermilion lockdown to vehicular access. Machine spirits are forbidden, and therefore unable to enter the marked zone.
Curious. This must be a Cog Mechanicus ward. I will proceed on foot then. Exload me the coordinates.
Warning. Hostile bioforms detected.
Finally. I've been waiting to engage Tyranid organisms for a long time.
Affirmation required. Are you sure you want to proceed without backup?
Positive. Area clear. Add a secondary rumination snippet to the mission box.
Pending. Proceed.
I've observed unusual levels of Xenos activity. All Tyranid organisms are bound to the sentience of their respective High Fleet. But the High Fleet that attacked this subsector was annihilated centuries ago. This phenomenon requires additional research.
Recorded. Do you require any emotional subtext as digital marginalia? Confusion, terror, or elation?
If that was a subtle jab at my unmodified behavioral patterns, you are risking a mechanical lobotomy.
Comment retracted, Inquisitor. You are approaching the location of the last transmission. No life signs detected.
Log me a new priority task. Obtaining a new retinue.
I am manifesting envy. Your biovassals must have already been rewarded with blessed oblivion.
I see that there is still much work to do on your self-deprecation filters. Operator, I have discovered the remnants of my expedition. My retinue perished while locating the entrance to a high-security research sanctum. I must hold the key to my best. The quarantine records radically downplayed the immensity of the Xenos threat.
Assessment. This mission would have warranted a larger expeditionary force.
My retinue was only following a faint lead. It didn't qualify as a priority assignment.
Could the sanctum you seek even be here?
I need more data to answer the question.
Charge! Fight! Greetings.
I'm ready to enter the vault now.
Recalibration and organic rejuvenation is advised before entering.
A logical proposition.
Он же привычно играть это. И пега. Блин, поиграть, не поиграть. А, кто еще?
The location seems mostly intact, but first I must restore the power. Where is the generator?
Технолет пиздат.
Accessing the blueprints through the new sphere as we speak.
Send me the coordinates.
Reporting in. Data dissection of the archives has been unsuccessful. All records of the vault have been deleted.
That only confirms my suspicion. Expunge records. Special lockdown on a world under Adeptus Mechanicus jurisdiction. This place has secrets that need to come to light. The tenacity of these creatures is astonishing. According to the records, the Adeptus Mechanicus purged this world decades ago, and all they managed to do is to force them underground.
Что-то есть интересное. Имба.
This is a vast facility. Leaving resource of such magnitude on a quarantined planet is uncommon for the Adeptus Mechanicus.
A logical observation. According to my data excavations, the Fabricator General of Forge World Thule requested permission for reclamation expeditions several times. The Inquisition denied the request repeatedly, without any formal explanation.
Power has been restored. Now the entire facility is accessible. My next task is to find out how this sanctum was connected to the mysterious research of Uther Tiberius.
Reminder. Tyrannid lifeforms consume all biological material in order to reproduce.
Indeed. This is why I need to locate the main data vault to find clues.
Moral: steel abides longer than flesh. Inquisitor, permission to log an observation.
Proceed.
The risk assessment for your current mission triggered a warning.
Elaborate, operator.
Reminder: you are currently engaging in a solitary operation against an extremely hostile bioform, without any tangible data as to the existence of any tech relics created by Tiberius.
My goal is to find proof here.
Warning: your quest for sacred knowledge is based on assumptions. It is endangering the safety of your flesh body.
Noted. Now leave me be, operator.
Clue has been archived. Any annotations?
This sanctum belonged to the Zenerite sect of the cult Mechanicus, who specialize in Xenos artifacts. The ancient logs indicate that they were under the patronage of Uther Tiberius.
Observation: direct connection with a cult Mechanicus sect and an excommunicated Inquisitor might lead to political friction.
Irrelevant. Knowledge is the true manifestation of divinity, especially for an Inquisitor. Execution protocol initiated.
Змей Горинович, привет. А почему Горинович? Если у него вопрос. Ой, если не секрет. Ах ты ж мать твою. А мы тут это ксеносом балуемся. Что там? Ничего нового, да? Окей. Ручки потеют.
I'm attempting to placate this ancient machine. Defense mechanism activated.
Warning. Empyrean sensors detect a huge surge in the psychic energies. Caution advised.
It was a late warning, Operator. The source is a zoanthrope, a monstrosity created to harness and manipulate the unholy powers of the warp. An aberrant but dangerous opponent.
Мне кажется, сестра битва тоже лютая. Прям лютая. Валь 32 альфа. Так, нифига не видно. Так, нифига неудобно, ладно. Временные так, пережил различные сложные временные рамки. Умоляю вас обратиться к записям. Не буду читать к номерам. Хэштег, блядь. Это когда еще, точнее, тогда уже хэштег стал мейнстримом. В ваших личных модулях памяти, где подробно описаны ваши испытания после отлучения от церкви Утера Тиберия, но мы всегда продолжали нашу работу. Благословленны Богом машины под защитой мира кузницы Тул. Но наши вокс-мольбы о помощи Тулу остались без ответа. Святилище, очевидно, было переквалифицировано расточительное сооружение, и мы остались одни, как противостоять новой инвазии тиранидов на Кобальте. Чтобы сохранить наше священное исследование, я закрою хранилище данных и инициирую защитные зоны для всех конструкций, обладающих духом машины. Выполнение Кошмар. Боевой протокол, умерить священные знания, печать хранилища данных, важные рукоятки. Активировать протокол самоуничтожения для механического сооружения. Конец.
Operator, I'm sending you a pet grab of a very unique apparatus.
Receive. Commencing analysis.
This must be connected to the Tiberius research.
Analysis failed. There is no match in the schematics library.
The core concept definitely suggests a uniquely modified neural upload mechanism. Remarkable.
An incoming Vox message. How?
No logical explanation. The sanctum has been defunct for centuries.
It was a rhetorical question, operator.
Древний механизм? Чё это? Вот это? Нет. А что за хуйню я подобрал? Ну, пусть так будет. Типа, мне какая сейчас лучше? Йод? Будем
I
кидать
live in an
гранаты.
efficient cycle, Inquisitor. I am Tybalt Vertax, Fabricator General of the Forge World, Thule.
I would like to greet you on behalf of the Holy Ordos. This conversation is rather unexpected.
I have been monitoring your actions since you reactivated the Reactorum. Accept my condolences on the loss of your retinue.
I find the compassion surprising for a tech priest of your status.
I take this remark as a compliment. Diplomacy is one of my high-priority mundane functions. But enough with the pleasantries, Inquisitor. We must talk about Uther Tiberius and his work.
This is highly classified information.
I am aware of that. If you could visit me on Station Zeta 11, I have important information for you.
Есть там язычок.
Inquisitor, how socially proactive of you to visit me. A straightforward approach. Most commendable. I accessed the digital scrolls on your non-classified investigations and noticed the main object of your interest. And this was confirmed by your recent visit. You are actively seeking tech relics of Uther Tiberius, the infamous Inquisitor excommunicated for potentially heretical studies. I have information that could significantly advance your pursuit. That sect was terminated a long time ago. I have more valuable information for you. The Martyr, the wandering fortress monastery of Uther Tiberius, long thought to be lost, has returned to the Caligari sector from the Immaterium. The problem is that the Martyr is currently under a highly classified inquisitorial investigation, which even I have no word on. Your credentials, on the other hand, would grant you access. I have the current coordinates of the ship. I am the fabricated general of a forged world. I have my methods. I have an informant in the retinue of the Inquisitor in charge, stationed on the ship of a certain Captain Van Winter. We could both benefit from the Archaeotech secrets in that monastery.
Сука. Блядь. Смешная.
Log this moment, operator. My search for the fabled monastery of Uther Tiberius is complete. We will tear it apart to find the secrets of a fallen Inquisitor.
Cursory analysis indicates that this modified Alpha-class vessel is barely functioning. Emotional outbursts are illogical and groundless.
Enough. Give me a status report instead.
Hull heavily damaged. Invocations of blessed recalibration obsolete. Environment unsafe due to several millennia spent in the war.
The situation is suboptimal, but manageable.
Откройся, скотина.
This area is currently inaccessible. I will need to find a cogitator to override the local door settings. Activation sounds initialized. I'm detecting approaching forces, probably hostile. The decks are swarming with wretched creatures. They must be the descendants of the original crew, twisted beyond recognition by the ruinous powers.
Caution. Extreme purgation protocols advised.
Another chaos ambush. This cannot be a coincidence. I'm attempting to placate this ancient machine. The machine spirit is opening and closing gates to divert the hordes towards me. Clever anti-intruder system.
Augur readings show a considerable number of hostiles.
Irrelevant. The
Intruder. The rituals you are initiating are redundant. We are accessing your noospheric implants to converse with you.
I am an Inquisitor of the Holy Orders. Identify yourself.
Our true name is Blessed Binary Code, an arcane hexadecimal chant. But you can call us the machine spirit of the Martyr.
You are a tech heresy. You are an AI.
Your assessment is logical, but wrong. We are the purest form of the digital apotheosis, created by the will of the Holy Orders and the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Uther Tiberius was thrice judged as a heretic. I am here to examine, catalogue, and judge his tainted heritage.
Regrettably, we must refer you to our directive AFA 21A, subsection 43, outlining the protection protocols concerning the confidential research program of the Martyr. Summary: leave immediately or risk the consequences.
The conversation with the machine spirit was like nothing I have ever experienced.
Engaging emotional simulators. Initiating joy.
Disable sarcasm. This was not an ordinary machine spirit.
Was it an abominable intelligence?
No, it was something else. I've analyzed the noospheric stream, and I'm certain of it.
Speculation. It could be the tech relic you seek.
A unique machine spirit with enhanced cognitive functions is a treasure that could make all the risks worthwhile.
Warning. If it doesn't terminate you first.
Так, а тут что-нибудь есть? Нифига, тут нету, да? Ну да. Типа я их направлять еще? Офигеть. Так, пойду-ка я, наверное, вот так вот схожу. А что я там, кстати, подобрал? Нет, мне больше моя первая броня нравится, которая сейчас. Она щит дает. Не хочет меня пускать, зараза.
access the Martyr sphere.
Positive. Shifting through corrupted diagnostic confessions now.
I need a preliminary evaluation.
The logs indicate the sense of an impending catastrophe on the Martyr before the ship entered the warp for the last time. There are references to a rebellion among the crew members and major experiments going wrong.
Makes sense. Uther Tiberius was an excommunicated Inquisitor who notoriously dabbled in forbidden research, which is also the reason I'm here. The several millennia in the warp wrought havoc to this once blessed monastery. It must be cleansed.
Last warning. Leave the Martyr immediately.
I need to perform the override incantations to enter the local cogitator network. Otherwise, these doors will remain closed. Accessing the sacred mechanism now. This is extraordinary. I found what I was looking for. The blessed fusion of man and machine. Now I know the secret of Uther Tiberius. By sacred digital apotheosis and uploading rituals, a penitent soul became one with the machine's spirit. It was not the creation of a sentient intelligence. It is the tech relic I was seeking. Operator, I need the location of a certain apotheosis chamber.
Accessing deck blueprints now.
Whatever that place it is, it must be the very soul of this ship, and the answer to all my questions. Your annihilation is a gift to the Emperor.
Warning. Warp anomaly detected in the vicinity of the Martyr. Unidentified large void craft emerging from the immaterium.
Splendid. Keep me updated. The machine spirit has changed tactics.
Dilemma. You are facing properly blessed Mechanicus constructs.
Destroying these ancient machines feels like sacrilege. Operator, initiate canticles of penitence to the machine god. Decontamination protocol has been initiated. Logically, must be another attempt to hinder my progress. The chamber I'm trying to breach is protected by void shields. I must deactivate all of them before I can teleport in.
You are attempting to impair the blessed defensive mechanisms. You are actively participating in sacrilegious practices. You need to stop immediately, or face the consequences.
The search for sacred...
We regret to inform you that due to your perseverance in committing tech heresy, your death is now imminent.
Generators have been deactivated. I can return to the teleportarium platform.
Readings indicate that the Void Craft is a Chaos vessel. A Nurgle cruiser is approaching the Martyr and has launched several boarding vessels.
I need to return to the ship.
Negative. Strong Empyrean distortion fields detected. Chance of successful return is estimated low.
Understood. Any ideas?
Suggestion. Allow me to calculate the most optimal vectors and use this ship to breach the Chaos cruiser. The impact will be sufficient to blow up the reactors, destroying the hostile vessel and cutting off the reinforcements.
What are you saying? I deal with the invaders, then get stranded on the Martyr?
That is the most optimal outcome.
Permission granted, operator. Strike down the enemies of mankind.
I will trade my faithful servitude for blessed oblivion. For the Emperor.
Entering the Apotheosis chamber now. Your wish has been finally fulfilled, operator. A glorious end as the weapon of the Emperor. Your service was noted. Reverting to audio log. New entry. I'm stranded on the Martyr. The loss of the valuable research stored in the information canisters of my ship is irrecoverable, but the discovery of this fabled derelict could make even that worthwhile. My first encounter with a unique machine spirit was far from peaceful. Still, the presence of the Chaos Invaders on this traveling fortress monastery could make us allies. The Martyr is under attack by the forces of Nurgle, and I want to know why. I need to find a terminal to make contact with the machine spirit again. That sounded like a distorted Vox message. Either someone is trying to communicate with me, or my Vox receiver is picking up static interference.
Фига мне перейти еще. Ну ладно.
An Inquisitor! What a precious precious gift for the prophet of decay.
The corpse emperor has unleashed.
The Martyr has already been tainted by the filth of Nurgle, but these traitor marines are far more dangerous. I shall purge this place with sacred machines and extreme prejudice. Activation sounds initialized.
Я понял, смысла не было сюда идти. Я, наверное, буду через призыв качаться. Опять же. Моя любимая.
Accessing the sacred mechanism now. Requesting digital audience with the machine spirit of the Martyr.
We have re-accessed your implants. Continue.
I suggest some adjustments to your defense protocols. Prolonging our mutual feud seems counterproductive. I propose cooperation against the invaders.
A logical conclusion. The Utherian theorem must be protected at all cost.
How shall we proceed?
A significant hostile force is moving against the Apotheosis Chamber. The security of that facility is critical.
Know the coordinates.
Inquisitor, we have returned to the coordinates of the Martyr. I'm afraid there have been some troubling developments.
Another boarding party. They are using inquisitorial encryption, but the Vox stream is distorted. The warp disturbances are probably scrambling their communications. Anything to add, Machine Spirit?
Your assessment is correct. An Inquisitor is indeed boarding the Martyr.
That's a strangely vague statement.
The mission of said agent is unrelated to your investigation, and your presence here is unknown to any Imperial affiliates other than us.
You sound like you know this person.
We gained extensive knowledge regarding the mission of this Inquisitor during the agent's first visit to the Martyr.
And you neglected to mention this fact to me.
This information was unrelated to your mission. Therefore, it was categorized as low priority. Also, we must warn you that another wave of enemy forces is approaching.
You do speak their language. 99.2% of the Empyrean seals have been corrupted by the plague-infested scum. The way I see it, a much easier task. Kill that prophet. And get to the chamber. For the Emperor.
I've tried everything to establish connection with my fellow Inquisitor, but due to the ever-increasing warp fluctuations, I can only hear fragments of their conversation. Whatever the agent is doing here, the readings are troubling. Something is happening on this ship.
Завтра в ночь. Чушница. Лилит. Отставить телефона.
I'm attempting to placate this ancient machine. I'm attempting to placate this ancient machine.
You have reached the Apotheosis Chamber. This is the shrine of digital martyrdom that you must protect. Otherwise, the Eutherian theorem cannot be upheld.
I will require access to the chamber and Uther's tech relics to complete my investigation.
Your main objective is to defend the chamber at the moment. Your request is irrelevant to the situation. Warning. Another wave of hostiles inbound.
Pit feed initiated. This is an enormous discovery. The culmination of my investigation of the tech relic of Uther Tiberius. Here I have the sacred pattern that contains the secret of the improved communion between man and machine. The creation of a spirit with enhanced cognitive abilities. The work of a true genius. This miraculous union needs to be studied and replicated.
Stored demonic essence will be released. Colossal amount of warp energy in the stasis chamber.
I don't know what is happening with my fellow Inquisitor, but that Vox message sounded dire.
Correct. This agent has made a significant contribution to the preservation of the Alpha subject. The survival of the Alpha subject is paramount.
I require access to the dossier on this Alpha subject.
We cannot comply. You must leave the Martyr immediately. We are initiating a warp jump, and the Gela shields on this subdeck have been compromised. Therefore, there is a 99.7% chance of your instant termination.
In the name of the Holy Inquisition, I command you to stop this protocol.
The Eutherian theorem must be protected at all costs. This task cannot be overridden. You must leave immediately.
Reminder, I don't have a ship.
Your objection is stale. We have already transferred the coordinates to the teleportarium of the Inquisitorial ship. You may find your answers there.
Log entry. I'm placing a grade Kappa immaterial burst transmitter on the subdeck, which will help me locate the Martyr later. I'm leaving the monastery now and try to establish connection with the other retinue. The Emperor protects.
Маленькая. Подлиза. Что? О, жопка. Еще одну компанию приду и все. Не хочу. Слышь. Слышь. Поздравляю.
New log entry. Due to unexplained events unfolding on the Martyr and the dubious nature of the machine spirit, I left the monastery before it jumped to the warp. I have now arrived at the teleporterium of an unknown void ship. This vessel presumably belongs to an unknown Inquisitor. However, I have no confirmation yet. Before I establish connection with the crew, I will access a data terminal with my override code to see who I am dealing with.
Нет, я играю. Там не слышно. Микрофон не улавливает. Не улавливает музыку. Не улавливает. Ты спрашиваешь, пролетит или нет. Я отвечаю.
The Inquisitor, the great serpent, shall eat his soul. I will flail you alive. You told me that the Inquisitor was on the derelict.
Certain developments. The conclusion is that there are simply too many variables in this equation. I have an inquisitorial ship investigating the Martyr and the mysterious Alpha subject. The attack of the traitor Marines was unsettling enough, but the sudden appearance of these Drukhari marauders presents incalculable risks.
Я собиралась найти этот вентилятор. Где вентилятор? Ищи вентилятор. Да. Сколько? Кто? Я думал, вентилятор 1600. Ну бери. Ну бери, если хочешь. Нравится. Да.
Uploading data canisters. The ship is listed as the fiefdom of the Van Winter House, a rogue trader clan whose warrant of trade is currently under re-evaluation, marked as a confiscated vessel serving the Holy Ordos. Current emergency invocations indicate that the ship has been breached. Activity log mentions an Adeptus Asтерtes engaging with the raiders and an indoctrinated tech priest executing maintenance rituals on this subdeck. My priority is to find this tech priest. The security log implied it was an emergency situation.
Можешь комбезик заказать, если хочешь. Ну, думаю. Пиздец, 4 робота со мной бегают. Еще турель ставлю. Вот это в натуре призыв. У него типа ноги есть? Все-таки. Бля, в натуре. У него все-таки ноги есть. Я думал, эта хуйня на ней передвигается. Чего? Ну, пусть тыкает. Скажи алмазную мозаику. Ну и чё, сколько она стоит? В чем проблема? А? А? Куда? Мы с тобой искали, ее нету. А куда ты еще хочешь?
Leave this wretch and deal with the Inquisitor. We must alert the others.
Угу. Будем делать вид, что я понял, о чем ты говоришь. В смысле? Так. Так на выбор разве не дешевле?
Wait, I can decipher the blessed lingua technis, but my organic voice box is unable to respond in the same manner. I gather that you are the ranking tech priest on the ship.
Reverting to substandard audio output.
I am an Inquisitor of the Holy Orders. State your identification tag.
Artificer Omicron Arc, in the service of the Omnissiah. Warning, priority of social interaction currently ranked as 0. Drakari forces are attacking the central data vault.
This is unexpected. The Dark Elder are pirates and slavers, pursuing easier targets.
Analysis. Their primary function is to gather information. Advised action. Find the Adeptus Astartes unit engaged in combat with the raiding party.
I will find him. I leave you to your tech sermons on the damage generators. Log entry. Judging by the vestiges of battle, the Space Marine must be close. I'm still baffled by the Drukhari presence of the ship. It simply must be connected to the mystery of the Martyr, but the details are unclear.
Hold it right there. Is this more trickery of the Drukhari scam?
There are no recorded instances of the Dark Elder using such practices. You can stand down. My rosette identifies me as an Inquisitor of the Holy Ordos.
Another Inquisitor? What the... never mind. We don't have time for this. I am Caius Thorne, Sergeant of the Stormwatcher Space Marines.
I cannot say that I am familiar with that chapter.
And with good reason, if you don't mind me saying so. With all due respect, Inquisitor, I would love to chat all day. But there are thieving, cowardly Xenos raiders crawling all over the central data vault.
Let us purge that place then. We will talk later. Tell me, Sergeant, why are the Dark Elder attacking your vault?
I swear on the Holy Throne, we have no clue. Our investigation focused on Uther. I see you use some unconventional methods. But as long as you cull the filth, you have my full support.
As per the statutes governing cooperation with acting Inquisitors and part of all Imperial subjects, supporting me is your sacred duty.
Yes, and failing to comply is punishable by execution. Not that I've ever needed such an incentive.
Thorne, what is happening down there?
Glorious carnage. Progress is being made, Captain. We are shedding Xenos blood for the Emperor, after all.
We? The tech priest said something about some other Inquisitor.
Yes, we do have a visitor taking command. We're taking the scenic route to the bridge.
Excuse me? I want a formal discourse about this. The bridge is secure for now. But you're...
You couldn't have chosen a more unfortunate target in the system, creature.
I find your arrogance amusing. I am exactly where I need to be.
Your assumption cannot be based on any factual evidence.
You want evidence? Very well. I will flay you alive, and you will give me the keys to the Anathema Ultima. You fought well for a monkey. Almost too well for my tastes. We'll meet soon, and I'll pry the grand secret from your screaming flesh vessel.
Glorious victory. We showed them the error of their ways, with sacred fire and steel.
An analysis of the encounter can wait. Lead me to your captain first.
Welcome to my ship, Inquisitor. We are very grateful for your assistance.
Your gratitude is unnecessary, Captain. My presence here is purely the consequence of a chain of unpredictable events.
You must be aware that this ship is under Inquisitorial command.
I know that, and by the rights vested upon me, I'm here to assume Inquisitorial control.
Our commanding Inquisitor is on the Martyr. I don't even know what the protocol is in such cases.
The protocol is to obey my commands, Captain, and help me find the Martyr. What was the Inquisitor investigating there exactly?
It's all classified, I'm afraid, so I've never had the chance to find out. We were inspecting the Martyr and some kind of unique creature imprisoned there when all hell broke loose, and the Martyr jumped into the warp.
We shall pray to the Emperor for the Inquisitor's well-being, Captain. But according to my calculations, I would be at best cautiously optimistic. I've placed a transmitter on the vessel, though, which might help us locate the Martyr.
That is great news. I suppose that must be what the tech priest is so eager to discuss with you.
Inquisitor, I stretched my mind deep into the warp and connected with my own kind. I can sense the worlds beyond and the cryptic messages flickering through the darkness, all meant for you.
I'm honored to meet you, Marcos. I've already talked to your fellow tech priest. Are you conducting your research together?
Not really. The tech priest is more focused on the ways of the machine. I, on the other hand, am a high-ranking geneticist of the machine god, with an extraordinary skill set that I feel is somewhat wasted on this ship.
If that altercation with the Drukhari was any indication, you must have had a fair chance to study Xenos organisms.
Indeed. Also, with the amount of combat this retinue has been involved in, I have had ample opportunities to hone my skills in the art of inoculators.
Are you offering genetic augmentations and rejuvenation rights?
That is correct. Talk to me if you need me. My blessed scalpels are always at hand.
Subsector-wide scouring rights completed. The immaterial burst transmitter you placed on the Martyr has started sending signals through the Empyrean subconducts.
We have the location of the Martyr then.
Correct. The void ship appeared from the warp in the Atroxia subsector. It is currently docking at Port Valentinus in the Draco system. Star map has been updated with the coordinates.
We have no time to lose then.
It was an honor to fight by your side, Inquisitor.
Your performance was remarkable, Sergeant, as one would expect from an Astartes. I'm baffled, though, that I do not know anything about your mysterious Stormwatcher chapter at all.
I would be truly disappointed if you did. Our existence is secret, our numbers are few, and our burden is terrible. We are the Watchers in the shadows. But rest assured, we are the sanctioned blades of the Calgary Conclave.
Doing what exactly?
Fighting and dying gloriously during classified inquisitorial missions. What else?
This mindless servitor grants access to the personal inquisitorial storage, where I will keep all the spoils of war I will find.
Думаю, пока хватит. Как раз 4 часика. Вот. Ответственно. Пойду завершать стрим. Пойду перекушу, может быть, посплю немного после смены. Соответственно. Ладненько, всем спасибо, кто был. Всем до свидания. Пока-пока.